Hi, and welcome to Solve the Wall Help with Mrs. Owens. Today we'll be covering Standard 3.MD.1, which is Measurement and Time in 3rd grade. And this particular standard works with how to tell time and how to calculate elapsed time using a number line. So to begin with, we have two clocks here. And our first clock is what time we begin. We'll be beginning an activity, and our second clock is when we end. Let's go ahead and calculate the time. We have two hands here. We have the shorter hand and we have a longer hand. The shorter hand is the hour hand, and I kind of like to think of the hour hand being shorter because all it has to do is basically point at or between two numbers. And the minute hand is longer because it has to actually point to these little tiny marks that we call tick marks. So let's do hour first. It's this hand right here. And to calculate, we can just start here at 0 hours and go 1 hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now this hour hand is pointing between 9 and 10. It's not at the 10 or past the 10, so we are still in the 9-hour range. Our minute hand, again, it's the longer one because it has to point to what we call these little tiny tick marks. And the way you could do it, you could count by ones, and you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But that's kind of difficult counting one by one. So if you will notice, at the numbers, there's a little bit darker tick mark. And that's put there so that you can use those to count by fives. So starting again at 0, we could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now our minute hand is not on the next darker tick mark. So when we're at 30, we can then simply count by ones. 30, 31, 32. Let's try another clock, this time our ending time. Let's look at our hour. It's right here. So we look at this. This is we're at 12. And this is pointing between 12 and 1. So we're at hour 12. And our minutes, again, we're going to count by fives using these darker tick marks to help us. We're going to go 5, 10. And then I'm going to go 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have started an activity at 9:32 and ended an activity at 12:14. To calculate the elapsed time, and elapsed simply means how much time is between or how much time has passed. So if we started at 9:32, time has gone past and we end at 12:14. To do this, one strategy is to simply use a number line. And we put our beginning time here on the left because that's the earlier time, and our ending time somewhere down here. Now when I do time, I like to do, I call those mountains, and those represent 1 hours, 1 hour blocks. I do little hills, and those can represent 5 or 10 minutes, and then I do tiny baby jumps for ones. So I use a little bit different notation. It helps me keep track. So 9:32, I can now count by hours. So if I add 1 hour, I would be 9 hours plus 1 hour would be 10 hours and 32 minutes. Then I could add another hour. Now I'm at 11 hours and 32 minutes. If I put one more hour there, I would actually be at 12 hours and 32 minutes, which is past the time I'm wanting. So now I'm going to start counting by minutes, not hours. So 11:32, I'm going to add 10 minutes, and I do a little hill there. That puts me at 11 hours. 32 plus 10 is 42, plus another 10 minutes. Now I'm going to add 10 to 42. That gives me 11:52. Oh, I am going to be really careful here now because I think for me, I'm going to add 8 minutes. I want to get at that 12 o'clock to make it easier for me. So 52 plus 8 is 60, and that 60 changes my hour to 12. And now I can simply add 14 more minutes on to get to 12:14. Just going to remove that because this is now my ending time. So I look at this, I've got 1 hour, 2 hours. So I can write, I have 2 hours here. And over here I have minutes. These are my minutes right here. So I'm going to go 10 plus 10 plus 8 plus 14. So I'm going to take all of these minutes and add them up. 8 plus 4 is 12. Regroup. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 10s. So I have 42 minutes left. Make sure you label. So if I start an activity at 9:32, let's say we started math at 9:32 and we worked 2 hours and 42 minutes in math, we would end our math time at 12:14. And that is one way you can solve for elapsed time. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you back soon.